This is Mike Maul at NoStressMike.com. This is an introduction to crappy Vietnam war stories. And this is going to be a series that I'm going to be making. You have to look down below for the link to the blog that will get you to all these short stories about different situations and things you might not have thought about. First joining the Marine Corps, going through boot camp, and then how that gets you all ready to go to Vietnam, going into combat. And we'll talk about the gaining rank when you're in a combat zone. And we'll talk about gays in a combat zone. Have you ever thought what drug addicts and alcoholics and smokers, what do they do in a combat zone? We talk about that. Personal hygiene. How do you clean? What do you eat? Communications. I was a Marine grunt, and I did all my time on my whole tour. My 13-month tour was spent along the DMZ. Talk about all the different types of weapons, small arms, knives, all this type of stuff, as it applies as using it in combat. How about food? The kind of food we had, water. Where did we get the water we drank? Boot camp. What was boot camp like? And the racial tensions that surrounded the boot camp and the training environment. And this was back in the 60s, so there was a lot of racial tensions, and we even had racial problems in combat in the jungles. So I'm going to touch on that, how that works. How about shipbirds? Have you ever heard the term shipbirds? Well, I'll tell you what the Marines did with their shipbirds. Fighting with ourselves. I mean, everybody knows about going to war and you're doing the combat, but how about when you fight among yourselves? I mean, it gets pretty hairy. This is what we do, is fight, so then we start fighting among ourselves, it really gets pretty hairy. Have you ever wondered what alcoholics and druggies, have you ever wondered what do they do when they're out in the jungle for 30 days at a time? How about smokers? Can you carry on your back 30-day supply of cigarettes if you're a smoker? Well, I'm going to talk about that, how they were able to, get through their 30-day period, because normally we were out in the bush for 30 days at a time. What this is going to be is a series explaining all the different things that have happened to me, and at that time it may not have made sense to me, but through time I've been able to figure out what's going on, and some of the stuff I'm just going to tell you what I saw. So I'm going to think about whatever subject matter that I'm requested on. But this is not, it's going to be, it won't be for open public. Like I say, it'll be unlisted videos. The only way you're going to get to them is, like I say, the link down below. And also, this was all inspired by the video that I made, do we go to war to kill or to stay alive? The feedback I got off of that let me know that the public is wanting more information about the real events that happened in the Vietnam combat era.